Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Gets past one man. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have the Niners first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
First and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Get set. Get set.
Throwing here, Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall from 3 yards out. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. It's Barkley on the counter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Throwing is Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own. Oftentimes, you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
Purdy now to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy from the gun on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That third down conversion good for 23.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Shotgun now with Purdy. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Eagles nothing. Eddie Piñeiro sets the kickoff.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Good. And anyone else?
They'll throw now on the final play. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, it's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
This is 2nd and 8. McCaffrey running up the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 106 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Watch out!
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Purdy. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Sidney Brown in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw, Purdy. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. That is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Niners 21, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete to Pearsall. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 118, what's up? Up.
Here's Purdy. Here's a screen for Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
On 3rd down, Robinson. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Purdy on 4th down. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Purdy from the gun. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially they'll say it's going to go for 19. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
15 yards on the play. And the Eagles first down.
King, Phil King,
13
Phil
yards.
King.
First down, Eagles.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line.
Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
For running. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the 26.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And not a whole lot doing there, so get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the 49er.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Purdy now to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
4th down try. Here's Purdy.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, Davis, another interception.
And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Get set, get set. 18.
Well, one team clearly was in control from the start in this one, Charles. They had things humming on the offensive end, a few passing touchdowns, and then their secondary on defense really helped to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they certainly did, Brandon, and let's face it, it may be cliche, but that secondary, they brought their no-fly zone signs to this one, didn't they? Shut down everything in the airways, and conversely, their own offense had its way through the air. They made sure their passing game was humming.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the